The war between India and Bangladesh has become so terrifying that it is not only restricted to these borderlands, but it has gone to something very, very personal to anyone's religion and something like that. Yes, a case where every single Hindu in Southeast Asia have been filled with furious stuff in their heart right now. Everybody has this agitation against the Islamic radicals out there in Bangladesh. Something which we did not expect would happen, or should I say, take place in Bangladesh. And these people are just targeting all the Hindus out there. But this is not the first time a minority, or should I say, a Hindu minority, is targeted in Southeast Asia. It has become a trend. You see Pakistan, you see Bangladesh, you see Maldives, all of these places have been a very, very typical jihadi radicals, and they have always come up with this one thing. If you see the chart and the census out there, you will understand during the time of the foundation of Pakistan and Bangladesh, the number of Hindus were too many. But now, within the last census, if you see in 2011, you would see the Hindus are not even out there more than 10 to 20% of their entire population. These countries have been bolstering around for so long that they have been taking care of the minorities and everything. But this is not the case. If this would have been the case, then something like this wouldn't have taken place in Bangladesh. We all know that Bangladesh is furious enough. NCP out there has come up with this whole thing where a student organization leader, Sharif, has died. Now they came up with this whole allegation that Indian embassy has killed Sharif, but nothing was proven right or something like that. The whole case and everything. If you want to know about more about this whole topic, I've already shared the video link above before. We have already discussed it. Coming on, what is happening right now? So after this whole incident, NCP is against Indian embassies and everything related to India. They have been coming with this whole thing that there should be nothing Indian on the soil of Bangladesh, and that is how it was all coming up with everything. But within the 2 3 days, the protests out there are increasing in numbers. It is getting heinous and terrifying. And this one day, what happened? There was a guy named as Deepu Chandra Das. He was doing nothing. He was just sitting, and after that entire incident, a group of people came and they alleged him with blasphemy. After that, a group of, or should I say, a mob has been beating him since last night, and after that, they burnt him alive. Yes, and the video is surfacing all over internet right now. Everybody was so much angry after this whole incident that even people of Nepal are right now protesting against this whole matter. Even if you come up with India out there in Agartala, Bangladeshi High Commission officers are having protesters out there standing right in front of their office. This has filled a kind of anger in almost everywhere where Hindus are living right now, and specifically in Southeast Asia. If you see, leaving Nepal and India, any other country who has been having minority as a Hindu out there, everybody has been brutally persecuted like anything. And this whole incident is a knock up, or should I say, a wake up call for all the people out there who are not waking up and seeing in which manner Hindus are being replaced, or should I say, persecuted out there. Their post conversion, their rape cases against Hindu girls and women out there. In Pakistan, they don't even see. After a girl is turning 14, people are just dragging them off, giving them anesthesia and everything, and subconsciously getting them married and then raping them. And so many cases are out there lined up in so many different manners. If you go to Afghanistan, so they're like, there's not even a chance that you could find a Hindu. So basically, in Southeast Asia right now, the position of a Hindu is literally going down and down, and everybody is taking this seriously. In India, many more actions have been taken, but India is saving itself and not putting up much efforts on Bangladesh, because we are physically much more stronger than Bangladesh when it comes to economy, when it comes to military, when it comes to nuclear armed states. We are having everything, but right now Bangladesh is not coming up and fighting this alone. Bangladesh is also in talking terms with Asif Munir and Shehbaz Sharif. They are taking them on their sides, and a friend's enemy is the enemy for the second person as well. So there might be a chance that Bangladesh and Pakistan would align themselves together and come against India. That is where the real problem would come. But right now, if you see the whole graph, everywhere Hindus are being persecuted in Southeast Asia, and what actions are the government of these countries taking? Nepal has been an active protesters out throughout the day, because earlier also Nepal protested for its own right, but right now also they are doing it. And not even that, the agitation out there is so much surfacing that Bangladeshi Muslims, wherever they're living, their life are also in danger right now. So people are basically taking revenge out of it. Nepalis are coming up with this whole announcement that if Hindus in Bangladesh have been touched in any or the other manner, Bangladeshi Muslims living in Nepal would be harmed like anything. So this is how vice versa thing is going on. So right now, Southeast Asia is going through a big Hindu versus Muslim war right now. This is what is happening. These most of these countries have been taken apart from India only. Pakistan came out of India, then Bangladesh came out of Pakistan. So everybody once was combined together and was known as one a single continent, which is known as the Asia out there. But right now everybody is divided. That is what the colonial era wanted. That is what Britishers wanted, us to divide into Hindu and Muslim. And this is what is happening right now also. And everything has been done by this one man whose name is Muhammad Yunus. This man who is leading the interim government of Bangladesh has planned every single thing. And you think it is just Muhammad Yunus who is having so much power, money, and funding who is capable enough to come up and drive these countries who are economically and military wise much more stronger than this? There is no possibility he can do it alone. He is, and he was, he is, and he will be supported by the West. What do you think? How do you think Muhammad Yunus found NCP? A party only came to outcast Sheikh Hasina, and then later they are alligating something on India, and they are diverting all the heat on India, and they're also coming up with Pakistan, and Pakistan has good allies with US. What do you think? All of this is making just much more sense if you get into it geopolitically. Western countries have planned everything for the Southeast Asia, and that is where Hindus out there are persecuted the most. And again, I'm coming on this number only if they are majority. That is the whole reason why they're persecuted so much. Is that the only reason they're coming up with? Bangladesh has been coming up with all these sort of things since so many years. It was firstly we knew that it was Pakistan, but also Bangladesh is also in upcoming time when they were elected with Muhammad Yunus. Then, even after that, there have been cases where Bangladeshi minorities have been treated like anything. And out there, if you see in Bangladesh and Pakistan, there are number of Chinese living, there are number of Christians living, there are number of any other religion living, and nothing is going wrong with them. It is just the Hindu who has been targeted like anything. Let's see what happens with all these agitation going along with the time, and where this war between India and Bangladesh would take us. Let's see Muhammad Yunus master plan gets into the success, or PM Narendra Modi gets into the limelight and get away with this matter. But one thing is clear: Hindus out there in Southeast Asia are being persecuted, and one has to raise voice against it. And that is what Nepal and India is doing right now. So keep supporting the cause, and thank you so much for watching our video. If you like such videos, please like, share, subscribe, and comment on Global Shark. Thank you so much.